everyone, welcome back to the Down Games. Sorry for the inactivity, and I'm back right now, and now I'm beginning the new tutorial series of Unity3d, how to create an open world game based on networking, so you will be able to play with friends. So yeah, now I'm going to show you the first this example of a game what I'm creating right now. It asks for nickname, and then you can refresh host, start server, and yeah, all that kind of stuff. You can walk around, enter cars, drive around. So this is what this game is about. So yeah, and now let's begin our own project. So if you're not new to Unity3d, created some kind of project, you have to press file and new project. And yeah, the screen like this should pop up, and if you're completely new to Unity, there will be a link in the description how to download it, and after the licensing when you will launch up Unity, you should come up with a same screen. Maybe it should be like open project. You have to click create new project, and now let's create the title of the project, YouTube tutorial. So yeah, and now we can include some kind of stuff. So we are going to include character controller. For now we will need it. Then let's see, scripts. There are few useful scripts. Then we have terrain assets and one. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now let's create this project, and yeah, it should take quite a while. Maybe it happened, but as always, Unity3d frozen. Well, sometimes this happens when it freezes. So yep, new project again. YouTube tutorial, character controller, scripts, and turn assets. That's it. Yes, now we are almost inside of it. So yeah, let's wait a little bit until it will load up. So yeah, and if you're completely new to Unity, I'm going to show you where is everything. So what amount, how it was about the, but here we have the default layout. If you're new, you will begin like right here. There is an hierarchy. It's really easy to navigate through objects when you, because this is the scene where you can click on objects, and you see in the hierarchy it shows up the selected object and selects it right here. And yeah, when you press play button, it will go to game mode, just right here. It shows you the main camera, what main camera sees. Then down here there is a project and console. So console will show all the errors, warnings, and debug logs, and all kind of stuff. It's really useful for development to see where the error is or whatever. So, and there is a project where it's really similar to Windows Explorer, Finder in Mac, or Nautilus, Dolphin, or whatever editor, file manager in Linux. So yeah, and you can see standard assets, character, blah blah blah. So yeah, so now we are about and there's an inspector. The last thing, when you select object, it shows up this thing with all the components attached to object. Also there is a transform where you can move it. So for example, I press 1, it will move. This is a three-dimensional world actually. So yeah, now we're about creating something right over here. So we're about going to, in this top panel, game object, create hover, and we are about creating a ground. So there are so many options: particle system, camera, blah blah blah, text, lights, and there are objects what we are about to using, shapes. So we are about using plane, and this is going to happen like this. When you press start button, you will see right here this plane, and we're about to scale it. And yeah, and the thing what I'm going to tell you guys, the planes have everything on the one side, and another side it will be transparent. So yeah, just to let you know guys. Then we are about creating standard assets and create a movable character. So yeah, and you can see there is a first person controller. We are about building it later on from by ourselves. Let's see. Well, we can walk around, yeah, and that's it. But now we're about to do something better. We're about creating a light. Why light? Because it will draw, we will select draw shadows, just really good thing, and it will be, everything will be brighter. So I create our game object, create our directional light. And yep, now we are about selecting soft shadows drawing. Well, oh, the thing should, graphics should draw cast shadows. So, and now you should see everything like this. This object, really awesome guy. We can walk around, look around. Yeah. But now we're about this plain light is really weird. It's really hard to navigate through it. So we're about choosing a material right here. Where's mesh filter? Not, no. Oh, here's mesh renderer materials. You can see. Sorry guys. Element 0, so we're about selecting element. So for example, to better knowing everything, this thing. So we will navigate easier through everything. Oh, nice face. Really nice face. Oh, this hair is awesome. But yeah, so now we pretty much made the basic arena where you can walk around. But now we're about building up our own character. So yeah, because it's just a prefab and that's it. So yeah, and now we are about deleting this. And we are about creating our character. Create our and capsule also. But now we will put all the scripts by ourselves. So to add scripts, there are two different ways. You can find out scripts in the project panel or in add components. So we are about adding mouse look. So once we will have this, we will be able to look around. You can see, you can look around. But with this we are about using only y-axis. Oops, no, not y, but x-axis. So it will just rotate. You won't see anything. Yeah. Unless we take it like so. And you can see those is rotating. So by the way, you can always do the same with everything like this, or moving it to there by grabbing this little icon and, for example, moving it right here. So you can create layout how you want. So you can see. Now we are about creating another thing. Let's go back to scene and let's see FPS input controller. So now we should be able to move around. You can see we can move around. And now the last thing but not least, let's go to our main camera and add component follow and target. You can see there is target. We're about dragging and dropping from hierarchy our capsule. And by the way, you can rename the objects. So now we will call this as ground. Capsule is going to be our character. And you are about to see this thing walking around. It's quite high jumping. You can see it's super jump. Whee, whee. Okay, so and if we fall down, we will fall infinitely. So we will fix this later on. Okay, so now we're about tweaking up the values. So in the inspector, when we have selected our character motor, so movement, okay, jumping, extra height, we are about keeping it as 1.5, so it won't jump really high. So it won't be Chuck Norris. Well, you can create anyone like Ninja. Okay, so now we have everything else right here. We can move around doing all that kind of stuff. This is awesome, but we want to move further. So we are about now talking about textures. So that's pretty understandable thing, I guess. So with textures, you can, for example, put custom, for example, bricks texture on this ground. So you can see. And for example, a different texture, for example, I don't know, wood texture on this character. So now we are about to do this. So to do it, we're about to go ahead, go to open your browser. First of all, we are going to back to assets and create a new folder called textures. And now we are about going to images and finding something like grass texture. To find it really good texture, type in seamless grass texture. And now it will be seamless. Why seamless? It will be 600 by 600, for example, or 256 by 256, so that it will be the same height and the same width. I don't know why it's different. Well, this is that thing telling that this is from that website. And there are some textures different. Well, and it's tileable. Seamless textures are supposed to be tileable, so you won't see like a really big difference between textures, so you don't worry about seeing that really huge like rectangle grass, square grasses you can see. So now we're about taking some kind of grass. Let's see which one. This looks quite nice from that game. Okay, how this looks like. Well, for this example, I will take this one. So right click and save image as. So then, YouTube tutorial, where is it? And oops, oh, this thing, assets and textures, and inside of it we're about creating grass, simply grass. Yep. Now once we press back to Unity, it will import it. You will see that circle around the mouse. And now to apply texture, it's really easy. And we're about element none. So yeah, we want to place that element. So I simply take this grass and drag and drop on here. And that's it. But you can see that it's so huge, gigantic. Oh, well, to make it better, smaller, we're about editing tiling. So yep, there's that material grass, and there's a tiling, so we can type in 10 by 10, and now you can see it's pretty good enough grass. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. You can see, you can walk around. That's everything really awesome. So yeah. And now we're about finding out texture for the character, temporary texture. Later on I will talk about models. Well, in this tutorial, yeah, seamless metal texture. Okay, so yeah, we will put this guy in a metal. This looks awesome. Okay, this looks awesome. Oh, what watermarks. Let's see. Also with watermark. I don't need watermarks. Okay, so this looks awesome. Oh, watermark. Okay, this looks good enough, so save image as textures, metal. Yep, now we're about dragging and dropping this on our character and tiling it. This looks awesome. And yep, now we're about doing another thing called normal mapping. So we're about pasting this, duplicating it, open that your documents, YouTube projects folder, assets, and then textures, and you will come up right here. And you're about copying it, duplicating it, and simply, for example, normal mapping. Yeah. And now we're about selecting the texture in the textures folder, and in the inspector you can see texture type, and we're about selecting normal map. And yep, press apply, and we're about choosing right here, there's metal in inspector, the material. Shader, we're about choosing a shader parallax specular. So yep, and we're about putting both the normal map and height map as the same normal map on the both. So yep, just tiling. So yep, height, shininess, and you can see it looks pretty awesome. And yeah, well, we can edit in main camera to make it the distance right like so. So yeah, and you can see what is all about. You can see. So we just start with texture. Let's see how awesome it looks like. So yeah, and now we're about talking about models. So yeah, models. So we are about creating a the new folder called models. Oops. And now we're about importing models. And yeah, so to do this, go back to your browser. We won't use Google search. There's a really awesome website with free models. So yeah, we're about going to that website. It's the free3dmodels.com, and to type in shorter tf3dm.com, press enter, and you're in right here with a bunch of models. So we are about choosing, for example, vehicle, no, how, buildings, very nice icons. Okay, so yeah, and there's find out the building what you want. So I want this house. I hope it will be good. Seems really awesome looking. Yeah. And now we're about downloading it, and you can see license, even it allows us to use commercial use, so that's really awesome. Yeah. And yeah, so you can see we're about downloading something more. So yeah, now we're about moving to characters. You can see it's downloading up, not characters. And I remember a good model of character is Deathstroke. This one is really good model, rigged. We won't get any. We don't get any. We won't get any problems with later on while animating it. So yeah, now importing a model. Open up your RAR file. Oh, it's something. Yep. So FBX file. So now we're about going back to this folder. Go to assets, models, and now let's create a new folder, bamboo house, and inside of it simply drag and drop the FBX file. Maybe, and also MTL file. Yep, that's it. It's importing. It takes more than the texture, so go back to models, bamboo house, and you can see we can put it right here. If it's, for example, too big or too small, go back to click on the model in the project panel, and there's scale factor. So for example, 2, you should see it's bigger twice, but that's good enough. 1. Whereas, let's see what's inside. Nothing yet. We don't need anything inside. So yep, we just imported a model, and we can move it right over here. And let's download our Deathstroke. Well, I already have it, but whatever. And open it up. And now we're about going back to our models and import our Deathstroke. And yep. Let's wait a while. A bit. And now we're about replacing our character. To replace it, simply take this dev stroke model and drag and drop right over here. And yeah, we can do like so. And yeah, so we're about, where is it facing? Right, like so. We're about moving it by 90 degrees and placing it like in the middle. Right, like so. Yeah. And to make it like so, first of all, let's go to character 0.5 in z-axis, so it will be really good like so. So yeah, and now to do it, we're about dragging and dropping dev stroke right over here. And now we're about, you can see there's that model surrounding this capsule surrounding the dev stroke. So we're about their mesh render, we can disable it or easily remove component. And now once we press play, we have our dev stroke model with those hands letting you walk around. So yeah, oh, no collisions. To enable collisions, go back to models and click generate colliders and click apply in that inspector. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. This actually was a tutorial for the complete beginners in Unity3d. In the next tutorial we will begin scripting up everything, and yeah. So anyways guys, thanks for watching this video, hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to share this video, it helps me really a lot. So yeah, anyways guys, oh, almost I forgot it. There's the thing what I forgot is this, saving the project. that's really, I don't know why I forgot it. So to do it, simply go ahead, create a new folder, and we call it levels. You can go without any folder, and now we go file, save scene, and we are about going to levels, and let's call it main. That's it. So now we save the project, and now we can use Ctrl S to save it everywhere. So now guys, thanks for watching, and see you later in my next video. So yeah, bye.